We are going to experience something that can only be described as a revolution in the world of finance, which has traditionally been characterized by a gradual pace of development. The conflict between XRP and SWIFT, the global payments network that has been in existence for a very long time and has controlled the financial industry for many decades, is getting closer and closer to its conclusion. Moreover, what is at risk is not only a change in the manner in which payments are made, rather, it is a comprehensive overhaul of the international monetary system. There is more to this than just two firms vying for the control of the market. The way that money is transferred across international boundaries will be different in the future, and XRP is on the verge of rewriting the entire rulebook. And for those of you who are watching this video, the next thing that is about to happen might radically change the way you think about the value of XRP. JP Morgan has just stopped SWIFT, and XRP is scheduled to go live in 14,000 banks beginning tomorrow. Both of these events are currently taking place. We had been anticipating this moment for quite some time. Due to the fact that the price of XRP might potentially reach $100 in Phase 1, you will be interested in learning all that is happening in this financial fight. In order to comprehend the gravity of the current situation, it is necessary to take a step back and examine the financial infrastructure that exists on a worldwide scale. Over the course of several decades, SWIFT has served as the foundation of international banking. The messaging network is responsible for connecting more than 11,000 financial institutions located all over the world, which in turn makes it possible to move trillions of dollars annually. On the other hand, the systems that underpin our financial activities need to be updated in tandem with the progression of technology. With the passage of time, the inefficiencies of SWIFT have become increasingly obvious. An enormous amount of demand for an improved system has been generated as a result of the high transaction fees, the sluggish settlement times, and the absence of real-time information. Ripple, the business that is responsible for XRP, comes into play at this point. When compared to SWIFT, the blockchain-based solution that XRP provides is far quicker, more cost-effective, and more efficient. It also provides a decentralized system that enables international payments immediate and virtually completely free. There is more to Ripple than just a more efficient method of sending money. Banks are beginning to take notice of it since it provides a solution to the problems that are deeply embedded in the present financial system. XRP is already considered to be the bridge money since it is able to readily transfer value between other currencies. This makes it an ideal currency for enabling payments that are made across international borders. More than that, this is not only a conceptual idea. The technology that Ripple has developed is already being utilized by a number of the most prominent financial institutions in the United States. The reality of the matter is that Santander and Bank of America are at the forefront of the movement to adopt Ripple. They are creating waves in the industry by incorporating Ripple's XRP into their respective payment systems. A significant paradigm shift in the manner in which financial transactions will be carried out in the future is being signaled by the fact that these institutions are not merely testing the waters, rather they are diving in head first. Through the use of Ripple's X-Current platform, Santander has already begun utilizing Ripple's technology to process cross-border payments. This platform assists banks and other financial institutions in sending money to different locations throughout the world. Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution is also being integrated by Bank of America, which is one of the major financial institutions in the United States, in order to simplify their payment operations. It is expected that the use of XRP will expand as other banks across the world follow suit, which will result in an exponential growth in the value of XRP. However, that is not the end of it. Moreover, Ripple's most recent covert initiative, which is being referred to as Initiative Dionysus, is even more revolutionary. The fact that Ripple is collaborating with central banks all across the world to develop the infrastructure for central bank digital currencies, also known as CBX, is revealed by this initiative that has been improperly disclosed. There is a possibility that XRP may become the principal currency for digital transactions that take place across international borders, because Ripple has already established relationships with 40 countries to utilize XRP as the foundation for their CBDCs. XRP, which is issued by Ripple, will play a significant part in bridging the gap between different digital currencies for the purpose of international transactions as nations all over the world continue to digitize their national currencies. In other words, this is not only a conceptual undertaking, rather it is a reality that is already in action. There is no possible way to overestimate the significance of this. In the event that XRP is used as the foundation of CBDCs in 40 different countries, the demand for XRP will explode and its price will follow suit. Imagine if all of the world's financial systems are moving away from their legacy infrastructure and toward a future that prioritizes digital technology. This is the goal that Ripple is working toward, and XRP is absolutely at the core of everything that is going on. Because of its function as a worldwide bridge currency, XRP has the potential to become one of the most valuable assets in the world of finance. This is because the network that processes XRP might soon conduct daily settlements that are more than the amount of transactions processed by Visa. However, this is where things start to become even more fascinating. Taking into consideration the influence that this expanding acceptance is having in the real world, we can begin to comprehend the reason why experts are forecasting significant price hikes for XRP. It is possible that in the years to come, XRP may surpass the daily transaction volume of Visa, which is one of the largest payment processors the world has ever seen. The value of XRP will naturally increase when more institutions begin adopting it for daily payments. This has the potential to happen. How come? Because an asset's value increases in proportion to the degree to which it may be utilized. Because of its practical application in the real world, XRP stands out from other cryptocurrencies, and its price will continue to rise in tandem with its growing popularity. It is important that we do not overlook the accounts of those early adopters of XRP who have witnessed the growth of their money over the course of that period. One of these people, who is a proud member of the XRP army, expressed their experience by saying, "I quit my job when XRP was at 35 cents. Right now I'm going to retire at $50 per XRP." It is clear from this testimonial that the world of XRP has an enormous potential for making income that may completely transform one's life. In all honesty, individuals who purchased in at lower prices might be in for even larger gains as the price continues to grow. Many early investors have already experienced enormous returns, and others who bought in at lower prices have also seen massive returns. The issue that still has to be answered is, how high will the price of XRP go? In the first phase of this financial revolution, is it possible that $100 will be within reach? At this point, we are faced with the pressing issue of determining price objectives for XRP. The price of XRP might potentially increase to $100 per token during the first phase of the project, as stated by a number of analysts and XRP aficionados. Furthermore, considering that XRP has been integrated into more than 14,000 banks and is participating in a number of CBDC initiatives, this projection does not appear to be as far-fetched as it once was. In point of fact, it appears to be a modest estimate when taking into consideration the huge amount of institutional interest and the increasing acceptance of XRP all over the world. Let's take it a step further though. Several analysts are forecasting that the price of XRP might reach, well, astronomical heights in the future, with $1,000 per token being a feasible aim over the next few years. This is a prediction that has been provided by several analysts. It is important to take into consideration these forecasts because of the elements that are driving the rise of XRP, including its usefulness, its worldwide collaborations, and its position in the future of finance. Some people may find these statistics to be seemingly unrealistic. To tell you the truth, the possibility of price hikes is becoming increasingly indisputable as the financial system continues to undergo transformations and as an increasing number of institutions are gravitating towards XRP due to its capacity for rapid and effective settlement. The XRP army is in full force, and they are prepared for the endeavor that lies ahead of them in the long run. Additionally, the fact that whale investors are actively preparing themselves for a potential breakthrough makes it quite evident that the moment for XRP is now. At this very moment, the next stage of the transformation in the financial sector is going to take place, and XRP is smack in the middle of it all. As the last fight between XRP and SWIFT is being played out, it is important to keep in mind that the revolution is not already taking place, rather it is taking place right now, and you are a part of it. We are now interested in hearing from you. With regard to XRP, what is your exit price? If you have an objective of $100, do you believe it is within your reach, or do you have an aim that is even higher? Put your ideas down in the comments section below, since the whales are keeping an eye on you, and your forecasts could turn out to be the next big thing in the XRP community. This talk needs to get started, shall we? Please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you found the information to be helpful as we get to the end of today's video. The transformation in the financial sector is just getting started, and you won't want to miss what occurs.